Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be taking you on a journey because I'm actually flying back to Nigeria all the way from Canada. I'm currently in Regina, Saskatchewan, if that's right. And I'm going to be flying from Regina to Montreal, then from Montreal to Frankfurt, Germany, before I catch a flight directly to Lagos, Nigeria. So just to give you a bit of a background, I did my COVID test yesterday and it was a rush COVID test. So I paid a little bit extra, but it actually came out in like 5 hours, right? I think the reason was because I actually did it at the HQ of the particular company. And I think they're testing right there, like in that same building I took it at. So that was why it was super quick. So I registered on an online travel portal, Nigerian travel portal. I have printed out my permit to travel. I have paid for the 7-day country test. I have proof of that. I have the QR code. And I have a copy of my negative PCR test that has to be within 72 hours of my travel. Because I did it yesterday, that's fine, I have that. The only thing I don't have though is I'm flying with my daughter, and she's 19 months. And I tried to register on the portal, but did not receive a QR permit to travel. I did it 15 times and it did not work. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the airport. Because she doesn't require a PCR test, I'm thinking it shouldn't really be an issue, right? But yeah, so follow me as I fly back to Lagos, Nigeria. So guys, I am currently waiting at the gate for my flight to Toronto from Regina. Check-in was super smooth. Key to note that I used my COVID vaccine results, my PCR results from yesterday at check-in. The lady requested only to see 2 things. She requested to see my PCR test and she checked the date was within 72 hours. She also requested to see my QR code from the permit to travel. She just looked through it and said it was okay, right? So that was all I had to show. And I checked in fine, and yeah. So just waiting for the flight right now. The flight was a bit delayed. The flight was meant to leave at 12:15. It's currently, it's meant to leave at 12:15, but it's been rescheduled to leave at 1 p.m. and now it says 10 past 1. So it keeps sort of like, the delay sort of is increasing, which I hope is not too much because my connecting flight in Montreal only has about 1.5 hours to 2 hours between. So I'm hoping that I catch that flight. Anyways, yeah. I flew on Air Canada Express, which primarily connects smaller cities in Canada with Air Canada domestic hub airports and focus cities. The plane we flew on was the Bombardier CRJ 900 with only 12 business class seats and 64 economy seats. So it was quite a small plane. The overhead cabin couldn't even fit my cabin stroller, and I had to put it under the seat in front of me. I was given the 13F seat, which was a premium seat, as complimentary due to the issue I had when I was previously changing my flights, something I might explain in a different video. Once we were on the flight, we were given a personal protective equipment kit, which included sanitizers and a face mask, which is a necessary touch in these corona times. Let's talk about food. I made the error when I first flew to Regina a week before to purchase food on this route. And the cold chicken wrap that I purchased was horrible. I decided to purchase a chicken burger and onion rings at the airport before I got on the plane. And oh my God, this was the best thing I ate throughout the journey. My daughter was racing to finish it with me. Over 3 hours later, we arrived in Montreal. Had a bit of a panic as my gate-checked stroller was missing, but later found. At this point, I only had 40 minutes until my next flight, and I was freaking out that I was going to miss my connecting flight. I know what the implication for, COVID test and all that would be, so I was praying it wouldn't happen. I spoke to the lady that was assisting a wheelchair passenger, and she was so kind enough to offer to drive me to my gate. The Air Canada hostesses on my plane were also kind enough to help me with my hand luggage, taking my hand luggage to the entrance of the terminal. I made it on time for my flight from Montreal to Frankfurt, Germany. Arriving on my seat, I needed the washroom, and the air hostess was happy to watch Fisayo whilst I visited the washroom and took this lovely video for you guys. So impressed with the space in the washroom, and it even has a window. What a view. I particularly appreciated that it was a bigger size washroom, more so because I'm now a parent and because it makes changing babies and toddlers easier and less claustrophobic. Let's talk a bit about the plane and cabin. Flying on the Boeing 787, the economy cabin had a 3-3 configuration with 3 seats, then the aisle, another 3 seats in the middle, and then the aisle, and then 3 seats. Luckily again, I was given the premium seats in row 18 with seat 18A. And luckily again for me, there was no one sitting next to me, which meant Fisayo could have a seat to herself. As a lap infant, she isn't meant to have our own seat as I didn't pay for a full seat for her. So I was very lucky no one was seated next to me. Another benefit that was given to me, which I'll talk about in a separate video. To be honest.
Hi guys, so literally on the flight now from right now in Montreal going to Germany, Frankfurt. Like, it's by the grace of God that I made this flight. Thankfully for the airport lady that was able to take us there. If not, it would be impossible. So happy with the lady that gave us the preferred seats for Fisayo on here for free. So we have so much space for her to fly and everything. But yeah.
To be honest, I didn't use much of the in-flight entertainment because I had downloaded The King of Boys on Netflix to watch. Have you guys seen that yet? Leave a comment below. Am I the only one that doesn't watch much of in-flight entertainment anymore and simply just watch videos on my phone? For dinner, we were given a chicken or pasta option, and I opted for the pasta option. The pasta was okay. I soaked it all down with my favorite soft drink, Coke Zero. An hour or so before we landed, we were given a croissant and yogurt for breakfast. I had the yogurt, which was delicious, but passed on the croissant.
Hi guys, so I'm currently here in Frankfurt and I am at the Senator Lounge. There was a huge queue for the lounge actually. It was super busy, so we actually had to wait for people to come out before we could get in. It wasn't a long wait though. What was interesting was that, actually, what's interesting is obviously I'm not flying business class, but because I have my Star Alliance Gold membership, it entitles me to actually use the Senator Lounge here in Frankfurt Airport and other many sort of business lounges across the world. So that is necessary. I think I mentioned it before that you guys need to make sure you're collecting your points on all your flights so that you can accumulate and become sort of like a higher up member and you can get a lot of benefits. So I think that's super, super important. So I'm just here with my little baby in the corner. I'm gonna have a shower, freshen up, because our flight to Lagos is in approximately 2.5 hours. So yeah.
After getting Fisayo and myself freshened in the Lufthansa Senator Lounge, we had a quick bite in the lounge and made our way to the gate for our flight to Lagos.